I am not a feminist for many, many reasons. I really dislike people assuming I'm a feminist just because I'm a woman. I despise identity politics and this notion that you have to think a certain way based on the identity the left puts you in. That is not how I want to live, and that is not how I have lived for any significant amount of my life, and I don't see why I should start now. Feminism drives me insane because they are very focused on hatred. They hate men, they hate society, and they hate women who don't think the same way that they do. I'm sure they hate many other things, but I don't have time to go through all of them because we'd be here for an eternity. I don't know why people continue to deny, delude, and be gaslit by feminists to say that none of this is true. Feminist behavior since 2015 has been going down this path. It's very obvious, especially with social media. I cannot tell you how many times I have seen a video of a woman claiming to be a feminist who is screaming, crying, and lecturing everyone about why everything is terrible and why we should all hate the same things they hate. Every time I see a female-led film, which I feel is code for insufferable defensive female lead, I despise the character. I don't like characters who are angry all the time, defensive when people say innocent things to them, like young lady in a neutral tone. Get defensive when they receive a compliment, and just go around lecturing the audience about how terrible everything is in society, despite always having high-powered jobs like news anchor or lawyer or even superhero.
Here's the thing, Bruce. I'm great at controlling my anger. I do it all the time. When I'm catcalled in the street, when incompetent men explain my own area of expertise to me, I do it pretty much every day, because if I don't, I will get called emotional or difficult, or might just literally get murdered. So I'm an expert at controlling my anger because I do it infinitely more than you.
These characters seemingly have everything they want, yet they're still complaining throughout their entire show. I don't find it productive to constantly fill my mind with hatred for everything. It's annoying, it's exhausting, and I'm tired. I'm tired. I feel like I've been on a battlefield for 3 days straight. I'm tired of feeling like I'm being pummeled from every angle by feminists telling me that I need to feel like a second-class citizen, that I'm oppressed, that I should be just as angry at the same things they are. I have my own mind, thank you very much. I have my own thoughts. Shouldn't feminism be happy about a woman having her own thoughts and her own mind? This is where the gaslighting occurs. People believe feminism is about a woman having her own thoughts and her own mind, but the second a woman like me exercises these things, the feminists get upset with me. Logically, my mind tells me, well, it's obviously because they don't give a fuck whether I have my own thoughts, and that feminists are lying about who they are and what they believe. The irony is, I am angry, but I am angry at them for making me feel like shit all the time. I want to smile. I want to have fun. I want truth, beauty, and love, which appears to be the opposite of what feminism wants, because they lie, value ugliness, and hate. Every time I've disagreed with someone who says they're a feminist, whether they're male or female, they are upset with me. It's like they think I am against women's rights when I say I am not a feminist. Obviously, that's ridiculous. Everyone values their own rights, including me. Feminism hasn't been about equality between men and women for a while. It's mutated into female supremacy and superiority, both of which I have zero interest in promoting. Feminists constantly deny that they want superiority as well, but their behavior once again betrays them. The amount of times I've heard a feminist character in a show demean men is astronomical. If feminists don't want superiority, why would feminist writers spend so much time writing scripts about how awful men are? Why would you need to beat one group down if you didn't want to prove they were inferior? Is there any other reason? Choice feminism promotes the personal choices a woman makes and her individual liberties, advocates that any choice the individual woman makes is acceptable as long as she is free to choose it. Under this ideology, it's just as acceptable to be a sex worker or a single mother as it is to be a full-time career woman. I don't think choice feminism is necessary because I think men and women in this country already have the same opportunities given to us. I can work, wear pants, have whatever haircut I want, drive, own property, go out unescorted, vote, and many other things I probably don't even think about because they are second nature to me. There are a lot of other countries where men and women do not have the same opportunities. In a lot of countries, girls get married off at a very young age and have no say in the matter. In the Congo, male bandits run around and rape village women and girls after killing their husbands. These are problems that feminists could try to help with if they actually gave a fuck about women. But of course not. They'd rather sit here in the comfort of America and virtue signal to us all. Intersectional feminism seeks to incorporate feminism to the civil rights movement by creating a type of hierarchy of oppression Olympics where some feminists are more oppressed than others based on their gender, race or ethnicity, class, and ability. Obviously, because I already think that I have equal opportunities to men in this country, I have no need for intersectional feminism, and I definitely don't think this mentality is helpful to me or anyone. This mentality creates a caste system where certain people are looked at more favorably than others. It's pretty fucking ironic that intersectional feminism ties itself to the civil rights movement, considering the intersectional feminism undermines everything the civil rights movement fought for. I see this intersectional feminism mentality as a regressive way to structure society that would divide everyone and take away all the equal opportunities men and women have in comparison to each other. It's already having a negative effect on society, in the form of people being racist against white people, and specifically straight white men. Something that really drives me crazy is the hypocrisy of this mentality. Intersectional feminists say that straight white men are in charge of everything and keeping everyone down. However, straight white men are at the very bottom of the oppression Olympics scale. How can someone have full reign of power but at the same time be at the bottom of that same scale of power they are accused of being in charge of? The left called Trump a dictator for his entire presidency. Yet the media and Twitter mobs constantly called him names, made fun of him, and lied about him. Do you think you could successfully kick a real dictator off of Twitter and not face retaliation? If you think that you wouldn't face retaliation, you do not know what the word dictator means. A dictator rules with an iron fist. A dictator doesn't let anything negative said about him go unpunished. A dictator uses every resource he has to silence everyone who disagrees with him. Yet what did Trump do when he was kicked off Twitter? He went and did a very American thing, which was make his own social media site that operated similar to Twitter. He created a parallel social media site. He created something new. When Americans get something taken away from us, we use our ingenuity to create what we're missing. That is the opposite of what a dictator is. Twitter before Elon behaved more like a dictator than Trump ever did. I believe that the only real oppression going on here in the oppression Olympics is the leftist at the top and the rest of us at the bottom. Just look at how Twitter was before Elon Musk bought it. Leftists suppressed, banned, suspended, and screamed at everyone who disagreed with them. Sounds pretty oppressive, right? Entryism. The infiltration of a political party by members of another group with the intention of subverting its policies or objectives. You don't have to just infiltrate a political party using entryism. Do you know why Disney is so ridiculous? Have you wondered why public schools are full of drag queen shows? Have you been frustrated with why all of your entertainment is no longer entertaining? Are you curious why colleges only teach some version of social justice no matter what the class topic is? The answer to all of these questions is entryism. The alphabet mafia activists, feminist activists, critical race activists, social justice activists, and gender identity activists have used entryism to corrupt all of these institutions with their horrible lies. Leftists have infiltrated all of our institutions and subverted all of our policies and objectives. Disney used to be about creating fun things to give people happiness. Disney's slogan was the happiest place on earth. Leftists came in, subverted Disney, and now its objective is to lecture people about climate change, alphabet mafia policies, and other propaganda through their alleged entertainment. Disney now does the opposite of creating fun things. Disney now creates boring content no one cares about. Public schools used to teach knowledge so that people left their classes smarter than when they went in. Leftists came in, subverted education, and now public schools and colleges are horrible. Public schools now guilt people into feeling bad about who they are using critical race theory, unconscious bias lectures, and people now leave confused and dumber than when they went in. Have you ever wondered why there are so many shootings at school buildings? Everyone always goes straight to the guns. But why did the person decide to shoot up their school? To me, that's the actual problem. What would drive someone to do that? Could it be possible that the school environment was viewed as horrible, not fun, not useful, even detrimental to the person, so that they thought the only way to stop their anguish was to eliminate the school environment? Entertainment used to be about an escape, a relaxation, a place where you can go to distract yourself temporarily from problems. Feminists came in, subverted entertainment with their female-led shows, and now it's full of preachy, narcissistic, defensive, disgusting, immoral propaganda that no one wants to watch. It's not relaxing. It's not an escape. It's stressful. It's frustrating. Sometimes it's also boring, frivolous, and pointless. It makes me feel gross to watch certain shows because of how I feel after the show is over. I leave the entertainment feeling worse than before I watched it. My entertainment makes me angry. The only piece of media that used to make me mad was CNN. Now, scripted shows do this. I would like to stop feeling like this. The only way I can think to successfully do that is to not be a part of this gross behavior, which means not calling myself a feminist because I see what it really is and how it contributes to the destruction of our society.